At political polls for months. They continue to show races for both Senate and governor here in our state are very, very close, sometimes with even, 1%. And in just 2 days, we'll find out if they're right.
But should voters actually trust those polls? KRDO News Channel 13's Eric Fink spoke with a longtime expert of Colorado politics to find out.
The latest Quinnipiac poll in the Colorado Senate race shows Cory Gardner leading incumbent Mark Udall by a 7-point spread. But contrast that with the final Denver Post poll before the election, which shows this race is much closer, with Gardner up 2. Which begs the question, how much faith can we put in polling? Colorado College professor Bob Levy has studied election polls for more than half a century.
Polling is a very inexact science. The various polling organizations also poll for different things. Colleges and universities are likely to be more interested in issues and how they're affecting the election. News organizations just want to know the winner.
Levy believes most of the polls in the tightly contested battles for both a critical Senate seat and the governorship are accurate.
If no candidate is more than 4 points ahead of the other, you can assume all the races are draws.
More than 600 people were surveyed in the final Denver Post poll for the governor's race. And notice it shows the race tied at 46. But also notice the plus or 4-point margin of error, which means we just can't assume this race is tied. That margin of error indicates that Governor Hickenlooper could be ahead 50 to 42, or former Congressman Beaupre could be ahead 50 to 42.
Most famously in 1948, polls showed a lead near Election Day for Thomas Dewey. But Harry Truman won the presidency. This inexact science was a factor in leading to this inaccurate headline on election night 66 years ago. A big blunder that's now steeped in our history.
Well, pollsters now poll right up until Election Day so they don't make the Truman-Dewey mistake over again.
Levy says don't let the polls influence your vote and look at the numbers with some caution.
Don't really count on them as to who's going to win on election night. There have been too many times that polls have been completely wrong, totally upset, to place that much confidence in them.
Eric Fink, KRDO, News Channel 13.
Thank you, Eric. And from all the polling data, Levy expects Cory Gardner will unseat Mark Udall on Tuesday night. The political scientist says if Udall were to defy the late polls and survive, he would characterize that as a major upset.